Okay, this is question 2, which was an essay question. It was pretty straightforward. It's pretty much all AO1 stuff. I'm not going to write the essay for you, sadly. We're not into learning essays. I'm just going to go through the essay plan. So, we've got prokaryotes and eukaryotes, cellular organisms, viruses, akaryotic. Using your knowledge of cell structure, compare eukaryotic and prokaryotic and explain, give reasons why viruses are akaryotic. So my big temptation would be to do a table here. However, when you're writing an essay, it's for 9 marks and they're expecting you to write it in prose. But we've still got to have a comparison. So if I'm comparing, I'm going to be using terms like both. I'm going to be using words like but. Prokaryotic have this, but eukaryotic don't, or the other way round. And I'm going to be using words that end in ER. You don't need to be complicated. Okay, I know that you're taught in schools, furthermore and whereas and this, that and the other. Keep it simple, and then you know you understand it. So, we need to do prokaryotes and eukaryotes and don't get them muddled up. So, prokaryotes, what can I say about them? No membrane-bound nucleus. Eukaryotes do. No membrane-bound organelles. And can you just learn that phrase? And these do. Or I could give a couple of examples there. Talking of organelles, prokaryotes have a mesosome for respiration, and eukaryotes have mitochondria. Staying inside, prokaryotes 70S ribosomes, but eukaryotes have 80S ribosomes. This has a cell wall, always, of peptidoglycan, and you can call that murine. I just like the word peptidoglycan. These have cellulose, or as you'll learn later, chitin cell walls. Some of you might have looked that up. We've got circular DNA, linear DNA, we've got naked DNA, and this is DNA with proteins, and we've got small, and I need to give the size, larger, smaller, larger, and again you could use smaller, larger there and give size if you can remember it. So there's quite a few things that would be, I would do it in a paragraph probably, but making sure that every time I say something about a feature of the prokaryotes, I say something about eukaryotes, or the other way round. So then we get to the viruses. What do I know about viruses? They've got DNA or RNA, but not both. I know they've got a capsid, and I can describe that. And I know the one in the book had tail fibres and all sorts of things. Pretty much the universal feature of viruses is they have one of the 2 nucleic acids and a protein coat. Not all of them have tail fibres, not all of them have bits of lipid that they've nicked from somewhere else. Same with prokaryotes and eukaryotes. Quite a lot of you talked about flagella, but you know, not all prokaryotes have flagella, not all prokaryotes have plasmids, not all of them have capsules. So when you're comparing the two cells, you need the features for all of them. You might have commented on size, especially if you've done it up here, so these are really tiny. But why do we not consider them to be cellular? No cell membrane. Or cytoplasm. Or ribosomes. Which are the things that all the cells share in common. So they have no metabolism, and they need a host cell to replicate. So this isn't asking you stuff that you didn't know, and the sort of, you know, the comparison bit was probably the trickiest of it, although some of you kind of didn't really cover all of the material, or didn't use those comparative terms, and that sort of pulled your marks down.